Hi, my name is Ashley Ciccarella, and I'm the executive director and founder of Take Heart. In March of 2016, I married my high school sweetheart, Vince. About 12 weeks into our marriage, I found out that my mom was diagnosed with an aggressive ovarian cancer. At the time, this completely upended my faith in Christ.
In 2009, as a 36-year-old man, I discovered that I had multiple myeloma. That began a journey that was very difficult for me to make sense of, particularly because I was the dad of such young kids. I couldn't understand why God would allow something that would threaten my life and then their well-being.
There weren't a lot of resources that were specifically tailored to what I was going through watching my mom walk through cancer. But I think even more and deeper than that, I had a hard time finding people who understood that I was asking some really important questions about who God was.
I didn't have a place to go. I had a community of believers that were trying to love me like Jesus. But didn't always know exactly how to meet me in my deepest questions. And then I had a community of cancer survivors that were providing me with a lot of information, but there wasn't an overlap. There wasn't this Venn diagram middle ground where I was experiencing the kind of support that I was really searching for.
We kind of looked at each other and looked at our pastor one day and we said, this is a massive issue that impacts millions of people a year, and it's really surprising that there aren't any resources that are really specifically tailored to this need. And then ultimately we felt that God was putting it on our heart to start Take Heart.
One of the surprising things we've discovered at Take Heart is that there are so few Christian ministries focused on wrestling with the question of sickness and suffering. And so that's become part of our call to come alongside those that are journeying in this space.
The mission of Take Heart is to equip the church to walk with people who have been impacted by cancer or other life-altering illnesses. We really carry out our mission through two major arms or pillars. The first pillar is through care training. So we provide care training to pastors, ministry leaders, elders, deacons, small group leaders, really any lay leader who wants to skill up when it comes to caring for the sick and suffering. And then in Pillar 2, we offer resources, devotional studies, small group curriculum, so that these churches, as they're walking with people through suffering, also have the resources that they need to do that effectively.
Our goal is to increase the sense of confidence that lay people in the church can have to simply be present as people are asking those kinds of questions.
Right after I found out about the Take Heart groups, we were kind of exploring what it would look like to run one at our church. And I had 3 days in a row, close friends and family diagnosed with cancer, like back to back to back. That's why groups like this exist. That's what it's all about, is helping other people walk through the path that we've been through, and just helping people work through hope, work through God's faithfulness, and where God can be at in their story.
What would it look like if the church modeled the gospel to the people in their community by stepping into suffering and darkness with people and point them to the hope of Christ?